South Sudan's President Salva Kiir holds urgent talks about the shootout that happened at the former chief's home. President Salva Kiir held emergency talks with top security officials on Friday following a shootout at the Juba residence of the former spy Akwal Kor, who was dismissed in October amid coup rumors. The gunshot erupted Thursday evening, causing panic before being contained after an hour. The incident repeatedly occurred during an attempt to arrest him, though the military attributed to it as a misunderstanding between the security forces at his home. 2 servicemen were injured and the area remains under heavy security. Kor, under house arrest since his dismissal, attended the security meeting along with his successor, while officials claim tensions have been resolved and Kor, assured of safety, no formal statements have been issued. South Sudan remains fragile, plagued by power struggles, ethnic violence, and economic hardship. The shooting comes after Kiir postponed elections to 2026, drawing international criticism. The country continues to grapple with the aftermath of a devastating civil war and ongoing stability.
The Kenya cross-country runner Immaculate Anyango has been banned for doping after testing positive for testosterone and EPO, according to the Athletics Integrity Unit. The 24-year-old made history in January by becoming the second woman to run a 10-kilometer race in under 29 minutes and was provisionally suspended last month. Anyango claimed the substances entered her body during a hospital treatment but failed to provide sufficient evidence.
Nikiwa France niligonjeka kidogo. Sasa waliniwacha kwa 7k. Mgongo ilikata. Sasa nikaamua kuacha juu kama ninge strain sana ningeumia. Sasa nikasema tu acha nikuje na base yangu ndio ni at least
Her ban, effective from 26th September, disqualifies her results since February 3rd, including her 4th place finish at the 2024 World Cross Country Championships.
Welcome back to the 254 Talk Show. Good afternoon, everyone. Tonight we're diving into a topic that affects all countries all over the world, but often in ways we don't see on the surface: brain drain. Now, you may have heard the term before. It's when highly educated or skilled individuals leave their home country for other opportunities abroad. And while this is often talked about in the context of developing nations losing their skills and talent pool, today we are focusing on the effects of brain drain on the donor countries such as Kenya. So in studio today we are joined by a psychologist. She's going to introduce herself. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Veronica Bath. I am a clinical psychologist. I currently work in Germany, and for my education background, I actually studied here in Kenya, but due to brain drain, I had to relocate and go back to Germany.
So, according to you, who are the main people living as a result of brain drain? Discuss it.
Okay, so the people that are living as a result of brain drain are young graduates, because I left when I had freshly graduated. I actually tried to look for a job here, but I couldn't get any. So, and I got an opportunity in Germany to work there. So I would say entrepreneurs, young graduates, and skilled people, basically. Yeah.
What is the immediate concerns from the aftermath of brain drain?
I feel brain drain actually causes talent loss. For example, now for me, if I was to work here in Kenya, it would really help my country in terms of being a clinical psychologist. I could work in any hospital, but because there ain't any opportunities here, I had to travel. And I also feel like for brain drain, it causes the country to lose very, like, on the economic aspect, because now if the talented young people or whoever is leaving for greener pastures, they don't get a chance to work in their home country because of the lack of jobs. So most of the time they leave, and the country loses a lot, because now all the money that we are making is based the other side. Yeah.
What are the negative and positive outcomes from people traveling from their country of origin to another country?
I will start with the positive impact. For example, I have had greater opportunities abroad. Working in Germany has helped my career as a clinical psychologist. I've met so many other young Kenyans. They are working doctors, nurses, even artists, actually, young musicians, they're also there. It helps us because we're actually making a good revenue. We have bigger opportunities, and also being the other side, we know like these countries are quite developed in a sense that we lack nothing in our facilities, and it's helping us like as personal people. Like my career has been so good so far. And for the negative impact, our country as Kenya is losing, because to have people that are actually talented and good at their jobs working in another country, it affects the economy, it affects the country, it affects the country in so many ways. And I feel if a country like Kenya would actually focus and find a way to employ these young people to avoid forcing them to go abroad, I feel it would really develop our economy, because now I don't think the country has any money, because we're working abroad, we're paying taxes the other side, our money doesn't come home. So I feel, in conclusion, I think Kenya should focus more, or rather Africa in general should focus more in finding ways to really find jobs for these people and avoid letting these people go to different countries to find jobs. And it's not just any countries, but I feel like better developed countries, because at the end of the day, as developing countries, Africa and Kenya in general, I feel like us, the people that are traveling, should be the ones here to maybe better our countries and the continents.
Thank you so much, Veronica.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, brain drain isn't just about a one-way street. It's a complex global dance with both challenges and opportunities for countries involved. Thanks for tuning into this important conversation. Stay with us because we're about to discuss how some countries are turning the tables on brain drain with surprising results. We'll be right back with the economic expert to tell us more about policies put in place to curb drain. Welcome back. In studio, we have an economic expert, Marcus Mburu. Welcome.
Thank you.
What policies do you think have been put in place to curb brain drain?
Well, there are several policies that have been put in place, mainly one of them being that as immigrants migrate from one country to another, the country they are migrating to pays dividends to the country that is exporting their labor. This is to provide a sort of economic balance on both sides to prevent, a loss from the donor country as it subsidizes its workforces. Yes.
How does the government balance the need for global talent with the importance of domestic talent?
Importance of domestic talent. Well, from what we have been studying, it can be seen that they have a happy medium between both sides. So as they export talent in one end, they are working to train talent on the other end in hopes that they are still able to stay and help build their economy here in this country.
What roles do education and programs play in brain drain? State their positives and the negatives, and cite the impact of the 844 system.
Well, as you've seen with the new curriculum-based system, it's focused more on hands-on work, yes? Yeah. It's focused on skills that are applicable in other countries. But as you have seen in recent times, that's a problem because the 844 system prided on sciences and the maths, yes? So the students would be taken, they'd learn mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology. Those are skills needed for high-end jobs, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, civil engineering, maths, chemistry, all that stuff. But now with the curriculum, the new curriculum, it is seen that they're focused on like woodworking, stuff like that. Labor-induced activities that can easily be shipped off to another country. They're not focusing on building, people here. They're focused on shipping people abroad to help them instead of trying to help the country as a whole, which I think they need to look at and rectify.
As one of the driving forces, how do living conditions compare between countries that are poaching young minds and seasoned members, like alike, versus countries that are retaining?
It's a very good question. Well, we're no stranger to knowing that we countries abroad, first world countries, the living standards are higher. I personally have a sister who lives abroad, and we are not the same. Salaries differ, living standards are higher, education, the atmosphere is different. Well, in this country, nothing much has changed. You see, slums are becoming larger size, cost of living is getting higher, water is getting more expensive, food, etc., etc. So I believe for them to want to invite or us to export people, they should improve on our services first before thinking about like telling people, oh, move abroad because living standards are better. We know, but why can't we improve our own country before thinking about subsidizing our workforce elsewhere?
Thank you, Marcus. And thank you for tuning in to the 254 Talk Show. That is all we had today. See you.
Good afternoon, my name is Ronald. So I'm going to do a street vox pop about sports in which different people participate. Welcome. Good afternoon. Okay, I'm here with Eric. So Eric, I want us to talk about sports. What's the best sport? Tell me more about that.
It's a very amusing sport. It was 7 players or 15. It's a very tough sport. It was a lot of energy and stuff.
Can you tell me the rules of rugby? Rules of rugby.
There's a team of 15 players per team. You have to run, and when you reach the end zone, you have to push the ball down and score 5 points. And when you score 5 points, you kick the ball towards in between the two posts. You score 2 points. A full place.
But rugby have cards.
Yeah.
Football cards.
That's right.
Nice. And rules playing the game. That's so critical. You can relate. Nice. Hi, I'm here with Jeremy. So Jeremy, I want you to tell me about your best sports.
My best sport is badminton.
Yeah.
I first played when I was in high school. It's fun and addiction game because it's a back and forth game and you have to like concentrate and focus and you have to be flexible.
Okay. What made you love badminton until you take that round of playing it?
The team, yeah, because you have to work together and know your challenges to learn.
Has this badminton game taken you somewhere?
Not actually, but I hope so.
It will take you on. So what other game apart from badminton?
Tennis, I don't know if it is like possible to do like multiple sets, especially.
But you can. And at some point you can hit because let's say you want to participate. So, yeah.
Hey everyone, and welcome to your daily dose of entertainment news. I'm your host Narina Buguza. Let's dive right into the latest buzz in the world of showbiz. First up, we have the highly anticipated anime release of Moana. This animation film starring Ali Travallo is set to hit theaters on 27th November 2024. The trailer has already taken the internet by storm, promising Moana and Maui 3 years later for an expansive new voyage alongside a crew of unlikely seafarers. In other news, Tilepakbo is making headlines again. He appears to have a private wedding with his unnamed girlfriend, announcing that he's no longer single. Fans are shocked about his latest development, and we can't wait to see what's next for Tilepakbo.